Hello everyone, I am Mrs. Shallow M. Tizon, your teacher for creative writing. So I am making this video in response to some of your queries regarding your activity for this subject for this week. So before we proceed, I am giving you time to get your module 2 and please turn your module to page 6, activity 1, particularly item number 2. I hope you have your modules now. So let's proceed. Item number 2 is actually asking you to get the rhyme scheme of the poem. So although it's not really mentioned in the module, but rhyme scheme is actually discussed briefly on page 4 under sonnet. So as you can see, there are big letters there on page 4. A, B, B, A, B, B, A, C, D, E. That particular set of letters is actually a rhyme scheme, and that is what exactly you are going to answer also for item number 2 on page 6. So what is a rhyme scheme? So for you to understand better this term, let us dissect this into the words rhyme and scheme. So when we speak of rhyme, I know you know what rhyme is. Rhyming words are words that sound the same at the end. So examples of which are the words boy and toy. You also have grass and pass. So those are rhyming words. And I am sure that this is not the first time for you to hear about it, and I know that you have already an idea about that. So what about, let's proceed now to scheme. So although it's not so clear here, but the word scheme class means, the other words for this would be plan. It's like a design, a structure, an outline, or in other words, a pattern. So when we speak of rhyme scheme, we are actually talking about the pattern of rhyming words appearing in each line of the poem. So what is this that I'm talking about? So, for example, you have here the poem or a stanza. So we know that this is a stanza called quatrain. Quatrain because it has 4 lines. The first line is, true friends are by your side. The second line is, through it all. Third line is, true friends are there. And fourth line is, to catch you when you fall. So in getting the rhyme scheme, you just have to focus on the last word of each line. So for example, you have here the word side. Again, the word side. Automatically, the first line is assigned to capital letter A. And capital letter A stands for the sound D. Side. Side. And then you go to the word all. Through it all. Does all rhyme with side? Do they rhyme? Of course, the answer is no. So you're going to write the next letter, which is letter B, because all does not rhyme with side. Let's proceed to the third line. True friends are there. There. Does there rhyme with side? The answer is no. Does it rhyme with all? The answer is still no. That's why you're going to write C. But in the fourth line, which says, to catch you when you fall, fall, does it rhyme with side? No. Does it rhyme with there? Still no. Does it rhyme with all? The answer is yes. That's why you are going to write letter B at the end of this line. Meaning to say, class, in getting the rhyme scheme, you are just simply assigning a letter for each sound. And if the sound are the same, then of course, you will have the same letter for the line. Just focus on the last word of each line. Then, so that's it for this stanza or for this poem. What if you will have a poem which actually has two stanzas? So remember that in getting the rhyme scheme, it is per stanza. So I expect that your answer would be or would start with letter A for each stanza. For example, this is one stanza with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. And this is another stanza with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. So as you can see, stanza begins with A. This one is also A. Now let's try to examine this poem. So here, remember that you only have to focus on the last sound of each line. So you say, the fallen leaves are cornflakes that fill the lawn's wide dish. And night and noon the wind's a spoon that steers them with a swish. So we say cornflakes automatically, that's letter A. Then you have dish. So the last sound of cornflakes, x, x, it sounds like X. X, x. Does dish sound the same with cornflakes? Of course no, because the sound of this line is sh. But here, x. So they are not the same. So you put letter B because they're not the same. Here, you have noon. Noon. Does noon rhyme with flakes? Dish. The answer is no. That's why you put C. It's a different sound. But on the fourth line, you have here the wind's spoon. Spoon. And for sure, spoon rhymes with noon. That's why you have here C. Does this sound the same? On the fifth line, you have the first with swish. Swish. You know that swish rhymes with dish. That's why you put another B. That's how you get the rhyme scheme. And then it follows here on the second stanza. You begin again with letter A because it's the first line. Automatically, you put A. Sifter and slow. B. Shakes. So that's C because shakes doesn't rhyme with slow and sifter. Then on the fourth line you have flakes. So obviously it rhymes with shake, so it's letter C. And the last one is snow. Snow, which rhymes with slow. That's why you put here B. So I guess everything is clear now. So let's try to see. What about here? So this is a poem written by Robert Frost. This is one of my favorite poems. The title is Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening. So I will read the poem for you, and let's just stop with or focus on the first stanza, and let's try to get the rhyme scheme of the first stanza. So, Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening by Robert Frost. Whose woods these are, I think I know. His house is in the village, though. He will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. So, I hope you will be able to get the rhyme scheme of this first stanza. And for me to know if you're able to learn something from this video, please send me or just simply place your rhyme scheme or post your rhyme scheme in our group chat. Just focus on the first stanza of this poem and then type now the rhyme scheme of the first stanza only. Okay, I'll wait for your answer for me to know if you understand this video. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.